Hey guys, it's Tiny Tom Logan back with a late video for you because I am a bit behind on this one, but I was lucky enough to get the Coolermaster Comos 30th anniversary edition case kind of bundle a little while ago, and I did do an early video with it. We've had so many launches. Actually getting to the build around other reviews it's my fault. I took too long. But anyway, it's after Christmas, and I wanted to set some time aside so that not only I could build it, but I actually wanted to test it as well. Mainly because there are reasons with my head thinking about new test rigs in the new year, because there is a new website and I have a new studio coming as well, which maybe watch after. Just keep watching to the end. Anyway, the Coolermaster Comos limited edition bundle. Now they're going to make 999 of these, and I've been told only 12 are going to go into retail in the UK, just to kind of let you know about the exclusive kind of nature of this. But sadly, the case, the limited edition cooler and limited edition power supply are going to sting you for £1,700. So it is incredibly expensive. Now the case does come with the 120mm RGB fans pre-fitted, the AIO and the power supply. Now with the power supply, I did add that extra little light down there so that you could see it, because as you can see, there is matching paint on the power supply that matches the colour changing. And I say colour changing, but it's like flip paint, a bit like they use on TVRs. If you're from America or you're into your hot rods, it's kind of like House of Colour Chameleon. It's, for want of a better term, a 4 or maybe a 5 colour flip. It's very difficult indoors to get the gold to pop out, and I have struggled immensely, and sadly the weather in the UK hasn't been great enough for me to take it outside. But when you do get some good natural light on it, and sadly my office is lacking in that, you do get a gold that comes out as well. But it does start off from like a blue, go into a purple, and then follow on through to the gold. So maybe 3 or a 4. It doesn't go the extra step down the road and hit the green like some of the other flips can do. But the fans themselves are limited edition to the case as well. You can see that they've got the blue and then the pink rubber vibration mounts on them, which then matches in with the blue and the pink braid on the AIO. There is consistent minor touches throughout the whole case, where you've got little bits of print down near the power supply cover and on the actual cooler itself. But then there's large things like the motherboard tray is a sheet of milled aluminium, and it's an absolute work of art. Now the all of the fans and everything can link in with all of the lights with just a simple click on the power supply, on the case itself. And you can cycle through, you can actually flick into your motherboard mode if you want to, or you can just use the controller that's built in with the case. But I said I was going to do a build. Now, because the case was so ludicrously expensive, and it is a £1,700 case bundle, is an awful lot of money. Now, you do get the custom paintwork on it and the custom machining, and it is uber exclusive, and you're just going to either, I think a lot of people will just say it's just too much money for an older style case, but then there are going to be those of you out there that just want something that little bit different to everybody else, and this could be the case for you. I'm not here to sell it to you, I'm just here to show you what I've put inside it, and I use kind of ludicrous other parts in it as well. Now the best ROG board that I had to hand was the ROG Hero, so it's the Z790 Hero. So I started off with this as my base for the system, along with a 13900K to keep frame rates high for the crazily expensive RTX 4090 Strix. Now the RTX 4090 Strix, I'm so glad that Asus got it together and put some time and effort in on the design on the Strix again, and to be fair, this one looks epic, although I'm very excited to see if they will let me at least borrow one of the white versions when that comes out. But anyway, We put the Strix front and center with this, with the offset mount. Now the offset mount with the riser card cable does come with the case as well, but you can, with just 4 screws, remove that and go with a normal generic fitting graphics card if you would like. And you can also get Coolermaster's other riser cable, sort of like vertical card mount, which just goes in the expansion slots. If you were to run it in this orientation though, it does mean if you had a capture card, you could actually put it on the bottom of the motherboard and still hide it behind the graphics card, which I think is pretty cool. Anyway, so we teamed all this up, and then the solid state drive that I used was one that I reviewed recently, which is the Samsung 990 Pro. I thought, considering this is the fastest PCI Express 4 NVMe that we've ever tested, that it would be a good chance to get it out and get it used again. And I teamed that up with also the fastest G-Skill DDR5 that I had to hand as well, which is some 6,800 megahertz DDR5. And this actually went into the Hero and just XMP'd and just worked, which was lovely. There was no messing around, didn't need to do any voltages. Now I didn't spend any time overclocking the processor or anything like that. I just put it together and then I put it through a full suite of our tests. Now you can click through and go to have a look at the Overclock 3D website if you want, and you can see that we are comparing this to the old bench rig, which is the 3950X. And I am leaning towards going with the i9 for future graphics card testing, but I would like your thoughts on that. But anyway, lots and lots of tests, lots of games. We did lots on it just so that you could get a feel for this. But I think treating it like a system review might be missing the point, in that this is an aesthetics review. And I've always been a fan of the Cosmos. One thing I will say is if you do purchase this, get some help to get it out, get some help to move it around, because it does weigh an absolute ton. Get it on your case, get it on your desk rather, get comfy and then just enjoy it. There's definitely a lot more that you could do with the lighting. Yes, I have played it safe, but in reality, you say, or you may think I've played it safe, this is pretty much how I would run it on my desk. So a very exclusive build with some very high-end components. Definitely the best that I can throw at it at this present moment in time anyway. Although you may see it get upgraded and evolve over the next month or so. But I think the thing really that you may want to see is where it actually may end up. And it's turned itself off. Brilliant. I think it's because it's just been sat on the running for quite a while. So it's gone into kind of like a low power state. So it's kind of gone to sleep because it has been on the desk for about an hour. So that's fair. But I think it might be nice for us to see where this case may actually get used, and you might seem to get to see, to spot it in the background. Yes, I am full of cold. Yes, I am struggling with my words. But I think it's about time to show you the Shedio. Okay, wow, that thing does weigh a ton. Now I know straight away a lot of you are going to say about the echo, wow, I'm out of breath. But it is still a very undressed room, lots of bare walls, and an out of breath TTL. Anyway, so the Shedio, this is basically just a new space that I've put together so that I've got more room to work. Been working from one room in the new house since I moved in a couple of years ago, and I felt like I needed more room to be able to stretch out and be able to have multiple projects on the go and not have to keep putting things away. So, no gimbal, so you're going to have to excuse the wobbly camera. We do have a cupboard when we first move in, but hey, do you know what? I should just save this, but these tables are separate so I can move everything around and it gives us much flexibility. L's. I should do a full share with you when everything's finished, but nice skylight for some extra natural light. Very big window that side, again for natural light. Everything has been set up for standing so that it's healthier, better for my brain. That is some MSI Prestige stuff. That's a 32-inch wide monitor at the bottom and then two 24s above, which was a bit of a nightmare to get all in there. But anyway, I don't want to do a full shed tour. I do need to mention the Aorus OLED. That's a 48-inch screen. I'm also now seeing the sheer amount of reflection coming off of that, which is quite funny. But I think how small that Cosmos looks in that corner should speak volumes about the size of this place. But that could well be her new home. I'm actually going to leave this out here now. I'm just waiting for video cables to come because I need longer ones and I need ones to come across here. But we should have plenty of power because I have power sockets everywhere. And you can see the Asus router nestled down here. It's actually set up in mesh. I've got some new ones to go on as well. So, first look at the Shedio and where the 30th anniversary limited edition Cosmos will probably end up getting used. And yes, it all is a bit crazy, but one of the things I am quite happy about is the lighting, because I am probably going to end up doing most of my work around here. And these are all RGB, and crazily enough as well, they are dimmable, all can all do it with one remote. So hopefully it will work out okay out here once we get the Echo sorted, because this big wall here needs dressing and shelves. And anyway, I've been itching to want to talk to you about this for quite a long time, but I just needed to get it to a place where I could comfortably make a teaser video. I've still got 2 or 3 good long days of trying to prep shelves, products, lighting, more lighting, funky OC 3D logos. But anyway, let me know what you think of the Shedio, but also don't forget Coolermaster Cosmos 30th anniversary limited edition. Not many manufacturers would be brave to go to that level of customization with that extra layer of cost. Most wouldn't ever take that sort of risk. So fair play to Coolermaster for building something unique and not just sticking with the same old normal boxes with a bit of glass on the outside and some different fans. They really did go to they really went to town on the possibilities that they could do with it. But obviously that then brings a big price tag as well. But you don't have to buy it. It's not like they're forcing you to do it. Feedback underneath about everything. I think the hashtag underneath today, I don't think we were going to eat. I think we're just going to use the word Shedio. So S-H-E-D-I-O, Shedio. It's kind of a mix of shed and studio. And it was something that we've been talking about for a while on the Tiny from Logan Facebook page on Facebook. So if you fancy joining in with the gang over there, then please feel free. But for now at least, this is the tiniest one with a rather new ending out. Ding! Love you, sis.